Hello, Lana. My name is Dr. Evan Sagwa. I welcome you to our continuing revision for CASNEB Certified Secretaries, Human Resource Management paper. We are revising the paper that was done on 23rd November 2016. We have revised question 1, question 2, and now we are revising question 3. Question 3 had 3 parts, part A, part B, part C. We'll go through the parts, then we'll tackle A, then B, and then C. Question A, discuss 5 implications of globalization to human resource management, 5 marks. B, assess 4 levels of training evaluation as discussed by Kirkpatrick, 1994, 8 marks. C, distinguish between job specification and job evaluation. Total marks, that question C is 2 marks, total marks 15. So question 3A required that A, discuss 5 implications. 5 implications of globalization. Globalization to human resource management. Human resource management, 5 marks. This question is touching on the aspect of globalization and human resource management, and how globalization has impacted on human resource management. So the concept of globalization is the breaking down of barriers such that the whole world has more or less become a small village where information can be shared very quickly. People are able to understand what is happening in one area of the globe, another area of the globe. And the human resource management function mainly deals with the most important asset any organization can have, which is the human resource. So in the current context of managing workers, then globalization has some implications, and that's what the examiner intends that the candidate discusses 5 implications of globalization to human resource management, which is the function that deals with the most important aspect any organization can have. So a sample response to this answer, firstly, mobility of labor. Mobility of labor. This implies that human resources or people who are looking for employment are able to move and have information that they are able to get employers who need their skills, who need their services from any area of the globe. So what this implies is that the human resource management function in the process of its recruitment can be able to source for human resources from anywhere in the world, and where an organization has human resources, then these human resources can be able to move from that organization to another organization, or the organization can be able to obtain employees from other organizations to work within that particular organization, such that this mobility of labor can be at various levels. It can be geographical mobility. Geographical mobility can also be the occupational mobility. Occupational mobility, where individuals are able to move from one occupation to another one and be able to move within the labor market, whether it's a local labor market or international labor market. And this impacts the aspect of human resource management, because you can't hope to retain workers in the same location, in the same occupation for a long duration of time, which means HR or human resource must come up with strategies that ensure they can be able to attract labor in the context of this aspect of labor mobility. Now, secondly, working patterns. Working patterns. Initially, most of the work environments used to have the ordinary workday, where workers would work into an organization, and work from 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening. But with the aspect of globalization, employees are able to work in different patterns in relation to ordinary working day. There are also shifts where workers can work during the day. They can work 24 hours, they can work 12 hours in relation to working patterns. So working patterns have tended to change based on the aspect of globalization. There is also, thirdly, virtual working. Virtual working. This concept is working from a distance. What this implies is that employees could be working for an organization, but they are not within that organization. These employees could be working from home, they could be working from a different country, but because of technology, they are able to get some work done as employees of that organization in relation to what they are working on, but they are working from a distance. So this concept has ensured that organizations can be able to tap into the workforce that is not within the country or within the organization, but it can still work as a concept that has been brought in by globalization. Fourthly, based on globalization, legislation or labor laws. It should be noted that previously, issues of legislation were localized, such that organizations were only taking into consideration the laws that were and regulations within their working locality. But with the aspect of globalization and the coming in of the International Labour Organization in relation to the conventions, then conventions that are adopted by countries are affecting human resource management practices within working environments on areas like discrimination in the workplace, people with disabilities, issues of gender, issues of safety, among others, and so on. The fifth aspect that affects human resource management is the aspect of work-life balance. Work-life balance. Initially, before the aspect of globalization came in, work-life balance was not being taken very seriously. But with the modern economies, with the modern working environment, organizations are taking work-life balance very seriously to be able to allow employees time and some flexibility to be able to solve their personal problems, to be able to solve their other issues which may affect them as individuals, as human beings. So what many organizations are doing in relation to work-life balance, they are fitting into an employee's life pattern by ensuring that an employee could be given some time, some break to be able to attend to children. They can also be able to organize for certain facilities, for instance, child care facilities, where an organization develops and maintains child care facilities such that young mothers who have children or young fathers who have children can come with those children to the working environment, can be given a flexible schedule. They can report to the workplace at 9 in the morning. They are allowed to breastfeed the children. They are allowed to bond with their children, and they are allowed to leave at around 3 or 4 before the high traffic timing so that they can be able to now balance their issues in relation to time. Workers can also be given some time off to be able to study, to be able to develop their skills, to be able to learn. And by so doing, work-life balance has been intertwined in the aspect of working, which is allowing employees to be able to achieve their career objectives, work for an employer, and also be able to achieve their individual goals in life. That work-life balance has been enhanced by the concept of globalization. So in a nutshell, This is a sample response sketch that can be used to be able to build up and be able to answer the question, which required that the candidate should discuss 5 implications of globalization to human resource management in relation to management of employees. So that was the part A of question 3.